Back again on the old Super Chicken. Got to do the old crank seals. Let's hope that fixes it, because if not, I may just ship it, because I'm over it. I'm over it. Can't wait to ride it. But I'm also tired of working on it. Did the whole swap. Didn't do crank seals because it ran perfect in the other ski. Sat for almost a year on the table over here. Put the engine in. Now it acts like it's got an air leak. So I'm gonna do a couple of checks just to make sure it doesn't have an air leak in like by around the reeds or something. And go ahead and change the crank seals since I went ahead and ordered them. Pull the flywheel, pull the coupler, pull the bottom case halves, throw the seals on, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna just throw it on time lapse and pull the whole engine back out. Basically undo everything I did in the last video. All right, got her pulled. No obvious signs. I mean, there is one little driplet of greasiness down here. But we'll pull this cover off, or pull the flywheel cover off, and we'll go from there. All right, well, it's been about a month. Finally went over to my buddy Christian's house and pulled the PTO coupler off. Got the flywheel pulled. Doesn't really look that bad. There's a little bit of oil down here, but we had her flipped upside down to get her off of there. Look at this guy. And that's fully down. I don't think it was sealed. See that there? See that there? So I'm gonna pull this apart. I don't have a block off plate, but pull this apart. Maybe I can pull this too and then tap that and put a bolt in it, because I don't have a block off plate at the moment. Yes, I know they're $14, but it's not here right now. So pull that off, pull the cases, put crank seals in it, be good to go. All right, got the crankcase drain off. This plunger went into the middle, you know, like you saw a second ago. Well, I just took her all apart, drilled and tapped it, put a big bolt in there, cut off both ends, Honda bonded it together, which is what you use for the cases, which I'm about to use for the cases. Sealed her all back up. Doom. Now, obviously that's sealed. This would be the only air leak. That's where the air leak was. That's drilled and tapped and sealed. Throw these bad babies in there. Call it what you want. Budget block off. Didn't have to wait a week. Bed plate off. Gonna knock these guys off. Don't forget about these guys in the corner here. And then we'll be able to take the case off. All right. Got the cases off. Look nice and clean. Seals felt decent. I think most of the air leak was the old crankcase drain, but while I'm here, make sure they all spin nice and easy. Let me get these seals pulled off, pop back on, and we'll be throwing her back together. WSM, baby. All right, the 12 millimeters, 22 foot-pounds. A little bit too much right there. All right, and then it's 5.75 for the outside little guys. All right, got the PTO on. Got the stator cleaned. Let that drip dry for a second. And we got this old girl. Got the stator cover on. Got the PTO on. Got the seal. Made sure the seal was in there. I took off the little stupid plunger deal. Got the crankcase sealed up, letting it dry. Next is the old super chicken. Gonna plop her in here. It's very dirty. Doesn't matter. As long as she runs. That's gotta be what was the issue. It was very air leaky. All right, here goes nothing. All right, motor's bolted down, lined up. I got the water feed line hooked up. I got the starter hooked up just so when the exhaust is here, it won't, you know, we can get up to all that. I gotta hook up the E-box. Then with carbs, throttle cable, exhaust, and we're running, bro. Just put this. All right, I got the carbs on, got the exhaust in, battery. All right, got her primed. I'm having a hard time picking up fuel because it's only got a little bit.